that was a bit too optimistic, at least compared with our SABC CSIR projections. There's still a little room for error there, but it's unlikely to be far off. And in terms of those projections, the action aid in Johannesburg, or in Gauteng generally, and Gauteng, Johannesburg, quite a correlation, especially there when it comes to Herman Mashaba and his history in Johannesburg, more in the 5%, just over 5% of the overall proportion of representation in the province, and it's likely to be very similar in relation to Johannesburg. And that would place it roughly on par with the Freedom Front in that far third level category below the ANC and the DA.
5% still keeps you in the circle in terms of coalition conversations.
Oh, definitely.
Which way would they go?
I believe they are on record of saying that they will work with the DA if necessary, but we know politicians work before the election as to who they will work with. Doesn't always match what happens afterwards. It all depends what kind of offer and what kind of bargaining they want to put in, if they've got very strong positions on policy, and to further that in relation to whom they'll get as promote as kingmaker. Much water can run into the ocean there. So we know political parties are opportunistic with uppercase opportunistic in this coalition game. And so it is a wide open game. But even 5% of the representation in Johannesburg Council out of 270 seats there, that is quite a number of seats, and that can go a long way towards kingmaking.
Herman Mashaba was hoping for the big prize and nothing less.
Yeah. When
you come in at 5%, is he still interested in political party operations?
Yes, it does not. There's a big difference between winning and coming in around 5% or just over 5% that we estimate. But that is the game political parties play in election campaigns. They promise they are going to be the winners because voters want to win for voters, for parties that are going to be powerful and have a real say. So it's that mismatch, but I think it's taken for granted and probably assumed by the voters that that will not quite be a perfect match between promises before and after the election.
We were talking earlier about the proportional representation vote. The parties already trying to see where they fit in. But is it too early to try and look at what will happen at the big metros, the 8 metros?
You know, the provincial result trends are usually a very good indication as to what will be happening in the metros. And we've seen the provincial projections so far clear. The ANC is losing, coming out either below 50% or just over. Serious knocks, easily in some places very close to 10% knock that they're taking, and that reflects on the metros. We've seen even a metro like Mangaung coming through. It's a smaller one. It reaches us before
big problems there.
Yes, the ANC is hovering there. Okay, this projection is going to vary a bit, but at 49.9% of the provincial projection of this local vote at this stage. But that could be an indication that a coalition will have to follow in Mangaung. It's on that edge at the moment. In Ekurhuleni, we've seen the ANC on the East Rand, Gauteng. We've seen the ANC worsen in this situation by quite a few percentage points. Previously, at around 48%, it had just been short of an outright majority in that council with the African Independent Congress, which, by the way, we haven't seen featuring in the results so far, but it could still be under those outstanding small parties. But there, it was easy to tap up the ANC support with outright majority. If it is going to be indeed around the 40%, and the DA has grown in that municipality, it's going to be a far more difficult job for the ANC, more like Johannesburg and Swane in the previous term.
We were speaking to Ndumiso Xingo of the CSIR earlier, and he was telling us that they've already got projections out for the Mangaung municipality and for Ekurhuleni. I'm just going to ask our producers to put that graph up. All right, it's not ready yet, but saying that the ANC is going to be an outright winner in Ekurhuleni. Is this tallying up with your projection?
Yeah, that does not seem to be the case. There's a bit of space for variation there, but so far it seems that the ANC is decreasing. It would have been in that metro, it would be an absolute
If they
exception.
win, it would
if
be a
had gone up.
different result from 2016.
It would an improvement, obviously, and it would be totally out of line with the provincial results and what we see be happening in the other metros. So I doubt whether that's going to be an outright victory, though.
We've been talking about New Kids on the Block and Action SA doing well. Another new kid on the block, the Good Party. And Kaya, I hear you.